Desiigner is once again in the headlines after being arrested earlier this week in South Carolina on a third-degree domestic violence charge, adding to a growing list of legal and personal challenges that have followed him in recent years.
Aside from earning him millions of dollars, the song also got him included in the cover of XXL magazine with other rising superstars like Kodak Black, 21 Savage, and Lil Uzi Vert,
including the exact circumstances of the alleged incident and the identity of the alleged victim, which has not been made public. As a result, much of the situation is still developing, with more information expected to emerge as the case progresses. This incident cannot be separated from his previous legal troubles and mental health challenges. In 2023, Desiigner was involved in a widely reported case of indecent exposure during a flight to Japan. At the time, he openly addressed the situation, attributing his actions to a combination of mental health issues and medication-related complications.
Desiigner's career didn't go any further, and he became a one-hit wonder. People believe that his record label was the one to blame
and voluntarily entered a treatment facility. Legally, that earlier case resulted in a guilty plea, leading to 2 years of probation, financial penalties, mandatory community service, and ongoing drug testing. Although early reports suggested he might have to register as a sex offender, his legal team later clarified that this was not required, something that slightly mitigated the long-term impact of that incident. Now, with this new domestic violence charge, questions are resurfacing about stability, support systems.
Unfortunately, Desiigner didn't live up to people's expectations. Unlike Kodak Black and Lil Uzi, who are now superstars with multiple hits under their
level, they can carry consequences such as fines, probation, mandatory counseling, or jail time depending on how the case unfolds. Beyond the legal aspect, there is also a growing conversation about Desiigner's career trajectory. Once propelled by Panda, he was seen as one of the most promising new voices in hip-hop. However, in recent years, his visibility has shifted from music to personal struggles and legal issues, which has impacted both his public image and momentum in the industry. At the same time, some supporters continue to express empathy, pointing out that Desiigner has been transparent about his mental health battles, which is still relatively rare among artists. His earlier
because good music kept on postponing the release of his album Life of Desiigner. By the time it came out, Desiigner's popularity was already declining.
As of now, this latest case is still in its early stages. There has been no detailed statement from Desiigner or his legal team regarding the domestic violence charge, and it remains important to note that an arrest does not equate to a conviction. The legal process will ultimately determine the outcome based on evidence and court proceedings. What's clear, however, is that this moment represents another critical point in Desiigner's life, one that could shape both his legal future and personal direction. Whether this leads to further setbacks or becomes a turning point will depend largely on how he addresses the situation moving forward, both inside and outside the courtroom.